Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome back to the 53206 cast. I'm Alex.
And I'm Meg.
And this is a podcast, Meg.
Mm-hmm.
The last episode, I said that this is a podcast to help a listener understand what it's like to live in an area of concentrated poverty. And I kind of liked that. So I'm going to stick with that for today. Meg.
Yeah, what's our podcast about today?
I don't know what the podcast is about. Let me talk a little bit about what I've been up to.
Okay.
Is that okay?
I love that.
So, Meg, I do renovations with a buddy of mine.
Yeah.
And
good
great
buddy.
Great guy. And I've known this guy almost as long as I've known you.
Yeah.
And
he's lived in the house.
You used to live in our closet.
Yeah. The closet used to be a room. And
a wiener dog ate his pizza one time. It's like a whole thing.
It's great.
It's great. I think we have a good time.
Yeah.
We pretty much just goof around and do renovations on people's houses.
That's fun.
And it's a lot of fun. Except when it's not.
Sure.
And the job that we're currently on, it's like the kitchen from hell. I feel like that.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to be done with it because you keep talking about it, and I'm like, I just don't want to hear it.
I know, and I don't want to talk about it, and
I
I don't want to think about it, and I have to try really hard not to think about it.
Yeah.
But Meg, when I get myself in a jam, I'm just always thinking of okay, I never want to be in this jam again.
Yeah.
And what did I do?
Sure.
How did I get
very self
because I never want this again.
Reflective.
Ever.
Yes.
Ever. So I want to preface all of this with saying I've had that going on.
Yeah.
I'm not sleeping well.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Yeah.
It's not great. And
it's almost done though.
It's almost done.
Mm-hmm.
And when I go to work on someone's basement, for example, or their kitchen or their bathroom, it's weird a little bit, but that's the easy part of my day-to-day stuff. It's easy. Show up.
Coming home is the hard part. Where are we going with this?
Well, I like it to be easy.
Okay, sure.
Work at my own pace.
Yeah.
I try to work pretty quick and efficiently, but I work at my own pace. I get really excited when we finish something or when we're on track or if we're not on track. I really like to get back on track. I like all that, whatever. So anyways, I want it to be easy, and it hasn't been easy. And last night I'd been thinking about going to this for a while, and my dad and I have been working on the houses for as long as I have been working on a house.
Yes.
He has pretty much taught me everything that I know.
Yeah,
and it's actually kind of cool. I mean, I feel like I taught him one thing in the last 6 months we've worked together.
Yeah.
Which it's really cool. It's a really cool, very special thing. Yeah. And I don't say that all that often, but I think that a lot.
Yeah.
How cool it is that we get to work together. So, in the other things that we do together, we both really like Bob Dylan, and we both really like Willie Nelson. When he comes to work up here with me, I put the Willie Nelson radio on Spotify. And so we listen to a lot of that.
Okay.
All right. So, Meg, Willie Nelson's 92 years old.
I know. Yeah.
He's 92 years old. I don't know how old Bob Dylan is, but he's got to be in his 80s too.
Yeah.
Bob Dylan isn't a great concert.
Okay.
It's not if you listen to a Bob Dylan record from the 60s or 70s, it sounds nothing like, he sounds nothing like what he did then. The music is stylistically very different.
Okay.
He will only play probably 4 songs that and the rest will be from newer stuff that you're I don't.
Yeah.
We love you, Bob, but we don't really love this.
Yeah.
But you go because it's Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
And he's a living legend.
Sure.
And we have very few living legends that are still kind enough to grace us with their with the thing that they do. Another one of those individuals is Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
Who's 92 years old.
Yeah.
So last time my dad and I went out to Alpine Valley, and we got barbecue beforehand, and then we went and saw Bob Dylan.
Did you get it from that gas station nearby, or
it actually, we did, but they have a restaurant now.
Oh, cool.
So we went and sat down.
Nice.
Told them all about this stupid kitchen.
And
then we had a good time, went to the concert.
And so you were going to see who again?
Bob Dylan and Willie Nelson.
Oh, I didn't realize both of them.
Both of them,
oh,
yeah.
I thought it was just Willie Nelson, so okay. Nice.
Yeah, and then also Sheryl Crow was there. I'm not a big Sheryl Crow fan, but we heard, but there was lots of lots of swaying middle-aged women.
Sure. Yeah.
At this, which is kind of interesting going to Alpine Valley, because I've probably been to Alpine Valley 30 times.
Okay.
Seeing fish, 25,
Yeah.
30 times. I don't really go there for anything else.
Yeah.
And it was a little different. The people move slower.
Sure.
Because they're all older.
Sure. Yes.
But it was cool.
Yeah.
I've been watching on StubHub, and I found we got seats in the pavilion.
Nice.
Not far enough back we were far enough back for when it was raining. We did get a little rain down.
Okay,
it was okay.
Yeah,
it was all right. Mm-hmm. We had a great time.
Good.
We had a great time. And so I got home late.
Yeah.
And I have a hard time sleeping right after I drive.
Mm-hmm.
So I sat up for a little while, and I was, thinking, whatever. And so I got to bed, I don't know, 12:30, 12:45, something like that. Which
for you is very late.
Very, very late. I'm like a 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I slept in, which was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Went to go for a run. But Meg, when I was at the concert, I noticed like our doorbell can't, like somebody was like ringing our doorbell.
Okay.
We don't get a lot of people to ring the doorbell.
No.
Not very often. And people usually aren't. It's either Amazon or it's like something's going on.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
we are ringing your doorbell and it's like 10 o'clock at night. Something's going on.
Yeah.
And we need to.
Did you notice that when you were at the concert?
Yeah, I got a text on my watch that said the doorbell rang.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I probably should like not. I should turn all that off when I'm not home.
Yeah, because I didn't even see. I'm glad, because I'm very glad I didn't. But I was asleep already.
Yeah. So whatever. I swear, like every time I go anywhere. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like the universe knows, hey, you're not in the neighborhood. You should go back to the neighborhood and just make sure everything's all right.
Yeah.
But so whatever. I don't know. When I got home, I watched the video of the doorbell.
Yeah.
And a woman had rung the doorbell that I didn't recognize, and wanted to let us know that she loves us. That was one of the things on the doorbell.
Okay.
I'm like,
I did hear my name in one of the doorbell ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we know lots of people.
Yeah.
Lots of people. I'm just stopping by.
And when I saw it, I thought it was a kid from the garden.
Yes, me too.
Because it was at 6. The one I saw was at 6 a.m.
Okay, so this individual came back, and rang the doorbell at 6. I was asleep that time, so whatever. So I got a little bit of a later start on the day.
Yeah.
Kind of looking forward to a nice, easy morning. I didn't actually have anything planned to do. Which for me is wild, because pretty much every minute of every day is
You're
planned.
very planned, yes.
I know. I don't want to be that way, but I just, whatever, it works out.
You don't have to be. I mean, I keep saying that.
I know, but then nothing gets done.
That's true. That's true. That's very true.
Like, whatever.
Yeah.
So I get a little bit of a late start, have a couple of cups of coffee, think, I got to get going here. Mm-hmm. So I put my shoes on, get ready to go for a run. And yesterday when I went to work at the rental, that's a different story on why I was at the rental, but actually it's the same story as the beginning, but we don't have to get into it. I noticed that there was a couple of bags of stuff on the porch.
Okay. It's
not that uncommon for people's stuff to be stashed places.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
If you are homeless and you have literally everything you own in a bag, and you're carrying it around, like, it's not weird for you to stash that somewhere.
Yeah.
Like that's normal. And so I'm like, okay, well, that was just somebody's stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't really want.
And you saw that last night?
Yesterday during the day.
Okay.
So yesterday during the day, just somebody's stash.
Did you put it somewhere, or did you?
I just moved it off of the porch to the side.
Sure.
I didn't throw it away.
Yeah.
Like I know what I opened the bag and I knew, okay, this is literally probably everything that someone owns is sitting on my porch right now. And so I'm not going to toss it, but I also don't really want it on my porch.
Yeah.
So I just put it in the yard off to the side. So when I left to go for a run, I thought, I'm just going to go check on the White House on the corner. I'm just going to go, I want to see if that stuff's gone.
Yeah.
And I get there and I notice, it is gone.
Okay.
But I also notice that there is like a garden implement on the porch.
What is a garden implement?
Well, I think you would call it an edger.
Like so some people dropped off stuff from the garden. Some people dropped off stuff at the garden. So is it like a half circle?
It was that.
Okay,
yeah,
so a half circle tool that
I think you use it to edge.
Sure. Okay, an
things.
edger. Yeah. I kept meaning to grab that. Sorry.
I'm 100. I already know.
Yeah.
I put all that together, and now we're just talking about it for the first time on the podcast.
Okay.
But yes, all of those. I put all of that together. That's irrelevant. So
Sure.
I'm over there. There's an edger. It looks like a hoe, but it's not a hoe.
Yeah. Because the hoe like goes down, and this is just like flat. Yeah.
This is terrible podcast content, but so yes, this garden implement is on the porch, and I think I never would have left this garden implement on the porch. And when I go to check the security of the buildings, I look at the screens because you can't break into a building if the screens are intact.
Sure.
And I noticed that there's one of the screens that I would not have left down, or I would have not left raised up, because these new windows I just installed have screens that move up and down, and so this screen was moved up, where I normally would have left it down. I think.
Okay. Shoot.
Okay. So then I checked the window to see if you can open the window, because I would have left all of the windows locked.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can open the window. Okay. So now I peek my head inside, and I see the bags that had been on the porch are now in the living room of the White House on the corner. Now, Meg, keep in mind, listeners don't know this, but the White House on the corner has like 8 days worth of work left. 8 days worth of work.
People have the person who's moving in has already paid their security deposit.
They
and
are
is ready
to go.
Ready to move in.
They are raring.
Just so excited to move in.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I got 8 days left. I know, Meg, I know that causes issues with you and I.
Yeah.
Sometimes, because I connect all the dots.
Yes.
Very quickly.
Yes.
And I
you
immediately
think things through.
Yeah, sure. Yes. To a fault.
Which does cause problems.
Yes, to a fault.
Yeah.
So immediately I think, well, I say some curse words that I don't need to repeat here. And I think it took 7 weeks to special order these windows.
Oh my gosh.
And they're $250 a piece.
Wow.
And now I don't care that much about the $250. I care about the 7 weeks that it took to get these windows special ordered because they're a weird size.
Yeah. And it's the front of the house.
And it's the front of the house. Yes. All of those things. And so I'm not real happy.
Sure.
Right? I'm not real happy. And you're not going to like this, Meg. I go in the house.
Oh my gosh.
Climb through the window.
Why did you climb through the window?
Because the front door was locked, and I was in my running attire, and I don't have I carry the keys with me for that building all the time.
Okay.
Because I got to go in and out.
I'm just wondering why you didn't go back and get your keys.
Not
okay.
Useful.
Keep going. All right.
So
sure.
when this happens, because this has happened
in that same place,
in that same house, Edgar, my little buddy.
Oh my gosh, you cannot remember. You cannot forget his name because he etched it into.
Yeah, he wrote his name on a whole bunch of my tools and reorganized. So I'm still finding things like hidden in places. I'm like, that's where the concrete vibrator went.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Okay, so I'm in there, and I immediately start to assess the situation.
Sure.
So, Meg, I don't walk into a vacant, although nearly complete building without assessing the situation.
Okay.
So here are the things that I'm assessing in case a listener finds himself in this position. So I'm looking to see if my tools are there.
Okay.
When someone breaks in to steal, they steal your tools.
Yeah, because tools are very expensive.
Tools are expensive. Anything that says Milwaukee on it, very expensive.
Yeah.
I have lots of Milwaukee tools.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't put them away.
Sure.
When I'm working.
Yeah.
I work until it's time to go.
Yeah.
And then I put the tools down and I walk away.
Okay.
Tools are right where I left them.
Okay.
That's
so
good.
That's good. No, none of your tools have been stolen.
That's
well,
great.
at least not all of them have been stolen.
Yeah, and like you, I think would probably know. Like I kind of remember. Like I know exactly what I was doing.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Like I was screwing up this piece of trim.
Okay.
And using the little nail gun. The nail gun's there, and the impact gun is there. So everything's there.
And just so the listeners know, I've not heard this story before. So
yeah, true, because this happened today.
I only got a text. Don't park in front. I'll tell you about it later.
Well, Yeah, I don't think you coming by would have been useful at that point.
Yeah.
So I, I said, okay, all my stuff's here.
Okay.
On the ground, I noticed the bags that had been on the
Sure.
porch the day before.
Okay.
And I think that's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Also,
when you were assessing what was in the bags, did you think it was a girl or a boy?
Or
did you not know? Or did you not think
that's a great question. It looked like a girl.
Okay.
A girl.
Okay. So you kind of knew, like, you kind of had a feeling, I'm not walking into a situation where somebody could beat me up.
Yeah, no.
Were you thinking about your safety at all?
Well, I grabbed a hammer.
Okay.
And I think I had actually grabbed that.
What were you going to do with the hammer? Like, hammer somebody?
Well, if somebody was trying to, for self-defense, if I was in a situation.
Okay, I don't even want to go there. Okay, keep going. Okay, so you grab the hammer.
Someone's not gonna. If you're holding a hammer and you know how to swing a hammer, they're not going to walk up on you, and
Okay.
And try to fight you because you got a hammer in your hand.
Okay.
Have you ever hit your finger with a hammer?
No.
It is the most pain you can feel. I have messed up fingers that have never healed because I've hit them with a hammer. Okay. If I hit you in the face with a hammer, there's going to be a problem.
I don't think you could do that.
If I hit you in the arm with a hammer,
okay,
I'm going to break your. If I hit you in the wrist, I'm going to break your wrist.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so keep going. Okay.
So
you're assessing, you're looking around.
Okay, so you don't just go into an empty house where you believe there to be someone and start like looking around and swinging hammers, right?
Sure,
you start making your presence known.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Okay.
I'm here.
Because
you are here.
Because the last person who was in there was mentally a little bit off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Off to the point where Edgar thought that he had been hired to work at that house, and as payment for working on that house, he could live there.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd never had any of those conversations.
Sure.
And frankly, his work was terrible work.
Sure.
Don't hire him.
Okay, so you are yelling, "Hi, I'm here."
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to leave.
Yeah.
I'm not here to hurt you.
Yeah.
This is my house. You need to leave.
Okay.
And I hear some rustling upstairs.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, well, clearly someone's here.
Mm-hmm.
So then I have my exits. All I need is for this person to be out of this house.
Yeah.
I don't need to hit them with the hammer.
Sure.
I don't need to engage them with anything.
Mm-hmm.
They clearly have broken into this house. They must know that they are in the wrong.
Yeah.
That they have been caught.
Yeah.
And yes, they are probably more afraid than I am.
Sure.
In the situation. And so all I need to do is I need to get them now
outside.
Downstairs.
Yeah.
And I need to go, and I can also be outside.
Yeah.
We can have all this conversation outside.
Mm-hmm.
I hear some rustling, and I say again, hello.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you. You need to leave.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. And a person walks down the stairs.
Okay.
And it's the same person that's on the Ring camera.
Okay.
And I'm still not sure who this person is.
Sure. So it's a woman.
It's a woman. She's probably our age.
Smaller.
Yes. Looks a person that we know.
Yep.
Looks different
mm-hmm.
than I recall. I probably haven't seen her in about 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And comes up and gives me a hug.
Oh my gosh.
And a kiss on the cheek.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And what were you doing with the hammer?
Well, I kept the hammer in my hand.
Sure.
Because I'm like, it's not like we're on the street.
Yeah.
You're trespassing in my house.
Yeah. What did you hug her back?
Like a side hug.
Oh my god.
Because at this point I'm like, oh, it's you. I know you.
Okay.
Like I know who you are.
And how are you processing this? Like you just broke into my house? Like
well,
what?
I know enough.
Okay.
About and we can get into some of the
mm-hmm.
specifics.
Yeah.
So I received the hug and the kiss on the cheek. And then I I recommend that she put some pants on.
Oh my gosh.
And
okay. Okay.
And then I say, why don't we go talk outside?
Okay.
Why don't we go talk outside?
Yeah.
And so, you know, when I put together, you know, again, I'm connecting dots.
Sure.
Connecting dots left and right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Ring camera action. This person was trying to say hello to us.
Yeah.
This person, well, I guess I can just say this person used to actually live in this house.
Yep. Yep. Used to live in the White House on the corner.
Used to live in the White House on the corner. This person is schizophrenic.
Yep.
And or bipolar or both.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
Yeah.
It's one of those mental illnesses.
Sure.
I know that this person regularly was not taking medication.
Yeah.
Which is part of the reason why she moved out 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I know that this person has not been in contact with much of their family.
Yeah.
And I know that when she was in contact, it wasn't going well.
Yeah.
But I also know that she was our neighbor for 15 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I really like her a lot.
Yeah.
And I always thought very highly of her.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting because if you were to ask me if she was a friend of mine, I would say yes.
Yeah.
She's a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And so now I'm in a situation where I have a woman who is a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And Meg, it took me all the way until 3:00 today, and I'm sitting on a riding lawnmower, and I'm thinking to myself, she has no idea. When she broke into that house, which used to be her house,
Yeah.
she had no idea that I owned that house.
Yeah.
She had no idea that
Yeah.
I spent 18 months renovating it. She
Yeah.
had no idea that I had just put in a $250 window that took 7 weeks to get.
Yeah.
And that I have a tenant moving in 8 days.
Yeah.
And she didn't know that. And I told her all of those things
Yeah.
because she needs to know that.
Yeah.
And also she knows she can't just go in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she didn't know that. You know, I don't believe that she set out to harm me in the way that she has harmed me.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty angry about the harm that she caused.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll get over it.
And I think like two things can be true. Like, you know, you can still like her, you can still think highly of her, and she harmed you, she harmed your property, she harmed today.
Yes, it was a very different day than I was waking up to receive. But so we went outside and sat down. I did keep the hammer near me just in case. I didn't end up needing the hammer. And we caught up.
Okay.
And it's been wild. And then about half an hour after catching up, the conversation changed pretty dramatically.
Okay.
You know, we're talking about the old times, things that she was going to do on it. And then now we're talking about like removing trackers that have been implanted in her neck, and very, very what I perceive to be very common ramblings of a schizophrenic person. Just things that make absolutely no sense.
Like she thinks there's a tracker in her neck. Like
I'm not saying that because it's so hard to say something like that and not like come across like you're trying to belittle somebody.
Sure.
But
no, I'm just making sure I heard you correctly. Like what's the movie I'm thinking of?
I don't know.
What's the movie? I feel like we just talked about it. It was like from like the 90s. It's like a
Face Off?
No, like they like took two different pills and then they like stuck
The Matrix?
Yes, The Matrix. Thank you.
I don't remember that part, but okay.
Yeah, I think they did that.
So
I could be wrong.
You know, she doesn't have a tracker implanted in her neck.
I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And she talked to all of me about all these plans to get the tracker removed. Like,
okay.
You know, the ramblings of somebody that has a very
yeah.
serious mental illness.
Yeah, the ramblings of somebody who you're like, this isn't logic.
Very far.
Yeah.
Very far. It is in my experience the logic of someone with a severe mental illness.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you know, and then the conversation is turning a little darker. I am God. I am going back to be with God. I'm done with this life. You know, the types of things, using metaphors and innuendos that are suggesting that she wants to kill herself.
Oh.
And so, I worked in schools. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between some hormone-filled teen.
Sure.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah.
Or the ramblings of a person with a mental illness where they're saying I'm going to do this, and this.
Yeah.
Things that aren't logical. I'm a cloud. I'm going to go back and be with my clouds now.
Sure.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're like, okay. I probably, while this situation has been, traumatic, whatever, but whatever you want to call it, it wasn't a great thing to happen.
Yeah.
I also at that moment am like, this has to be the wildest thing for her.
Yeah.
And you're coming back to this house after being, I don't know where you've been.
Yeah. Last I heard, she lived over on the south side. So yeah.
Whatever. And I think if there's any sense of rationalness in her mind, this would be a pretty low.
Yeah.
To be woken up in your own house, what used to be your house.
Yeah. What you think is your own house.
Yeah, and it became at one point, yes, and that's a part of the story that I didn't add, not because I didn't mean to, just because I didn't add it, I forgot. But some of our conversation in the catching up was explaining to her that your dad sold this house. Yeah. And he sold it to a woman in California, and then the woman in California sold it to me.
Yeah.
And that was 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
It's been a very long time.
Yeah.
Because she was, looking for documents and furniture and things that have not been in the building since we've owned it.
Yeah.
So I don't know when those things were
There
removed.
was 2 rounds of people that lived there.
Right.
In between.
So they're like those things aren't and have not been here for I and I'm like trying to tell her I didn't.
Yeah.
Like, let's say you have a driver's license here. Okay. I don't.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I've been through every square inch of this house. I've never seen anything that is yours. So after I'm hearing some of these things where I'm like, this is getting kind of dark, I tell her I have to go to the bathroom, and I go to get my phone because I'm on a run. I don't have my phone. And call the non-emergency number, and just kind of let them know, like, okay, this is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I don't totally care, like, from a police standpoint about, like, the break-in part of it.
But she clearly needs something.
But I'm like, who
do you call for, like, a mental health crisis?
Yeah. So I learned you do a wellness check on someone. And so, then I came back and sat down and we chatted a little bit more, and then we just sat there for probably close to an hour. Okay. She wasn't saying anything. I wasn't saying anything. I was trying to, but just sat there. And then the police arrived. A wellness check. I want to say, we kind of give some shit to the city of Milwaukee. I thought the police.
I feel like the police are great.
Yeah, like, I don't love everything. Like, you're always gonna dislike something.
Yeah.
It's the police.
Sure.
It's not one person. It's all these people that make up the police force. I thought they did a really great job.
Good.
And I don't know if we'll have time to get into all the things that I really did appreciate about them, but I do want to say for sure that I thought they did an excellent job.
That's good.
Handling the situation. So when they arrived, if I'm her, I'm probably starting to realize, I didn't tell her I called the police.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to call the police if she was coherent.
Yeah.
And was just
for sure.
Was just literally confused.
Yeah.
Because I do not think that she knew that we owned that house.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't think that she meant to cause harm to you or I.
Yeah.
In fact, she came by to say hello.
Yes.
So clearly, she's not didn't come by to punch me.
Yes.
Right?
She gave you a kiss on the cheek.
I know.
Yeah.
So The police came in and she got up and started to distance herself from them, which I get.
Yeah.
I get. If there is any logical brain functioning in there, you broke into this house. The police are now here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling her they are not here to arrest you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking to the police. I'm telling them some of the things that she has said that are a little scary.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, and I let them know, like,
I know her history.
I know her history.
Yeah.
I she's very clearly not doing well.
Yeah.
And may potentially be suicidal.
Yeah.
And I know that the police can detain someone for their own safety.
Mm-hmm.
And so the police and I talk about that.
Yeah.
And and I know some of the rules of that from schools.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not at the point yet where I'm saying that you should detain her for her own safety. I don't know that.
Yeah, you're just giving them the information to add to their details they have in their head.
And I let them know, like, unless and we've had like 2 or 3 of the same type of conversation as some of the things, some of the events unfolded, and there isn't really a dramatic crescendoing event. There really isn't, and I don't actually even know the end result because I went and worked at the garden.
Mm-hmm.
But the officer said that they would stay for a little while, and they have a crisis.
Okay, sure, crisis prevention team or something like that.
Camped. I don't know. There's an acronym.
Okay.
They have a team that will come and help someone that is in crisis. From I got a glimpse. Anybody in that set of circumstances, there's some crisis going on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was gone by the time the crisis team arrived.
Okay.
And it's not like they show up in an ambulance. Like, it's probably just somebody in a car that comes in.
Yeah.
They said they have a woman.
Yeah.
That is a part of that team, and so
that's great.
They talk and they figure out whatever they're going to figure out. So, and that's honestly that's the end.
Yeah.
It's the end of the story. It's there's really not any. There's as far as I'm aware, as of whatever time it is on Saturday that day.
Yeah.
There wasn't like a tragedy. Of any kind, which I'm glad.
Yeah.
I don't obviously I don't want that.
Yeah. I think almost the hard part is like, where is she? How's she doing? Like, did she get the help she needs? We don't know.
Yeah. And I, at one point I asked the officer, like, if you at any point think it's in her best interest to arrest her for breaking into the house, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I don't want her arrested because she broke into the house, but if we feel like we need to use that for her own safety, I'm fine with that. And I, as far as I'm aware, it didn't get to that point. She kind of wandered off, and it's kind of it. A lot of times, we have a story like this, and like the end is like this great. Like, I'm very thankful that there is no crazy end. I would love it if the end was, she snapped out of her episode and had a moment of clarity and was able to get help, but I don't think that's going to happen. So that was this morning.
That's a lot. Yeah.
That was this morning. Meg, we started this podcast by saying, this is a podcast about what it is like to live in an area of concentrated poverty, and I would not be the person that I am if I didn't point out one thing. And that one thing I want to point out is it's very easy to separate yourself from individuals that are in the same type of crisis situation that she is in by simply living far enough away from poverty. And so we do this podcast because we think it's important for people to hear what it is like, not to judge it, not to hate it, but to hopefully have a little bit of empathy. And there's a version of this story where this woman just went back to her may have even been childhood home. The house was bought in the 90s. She lived there probably 15 years that I knew her. I want to say. So that this woman just went back, didn't do it the best way possible, but just went back to hang out in her old house.
Mm-hmm.
And, and I don't know.
Well, and I think it brings up something that we don't talk about a lot, and that's mental health. And I think a lot of us that are listening, we can deal with our mental health situations, and we can put in place, we can go to therapy. And I do have to say, in the inner city of Milwaukee, when people are just trying to survive, mental health isn't a priority. It's not a priority unless you are thriving. And I think that's just something that I become more and more aware of. There was a situation last week where a woman saw somebody hit by a car, and I told her, hey, you've just experienced something really hard today. Like, you need to take a minute. Later on, you called me that day, asked me if I was okay for even just hearing about the situation. So I think when we think about mental health, it's a privilege to be able to deal with our mental health, and it's not something that everyone, has the financial capability to deal with. And it's not something that everybody has somebody, if I, went crazy, my mom would come out and she would help me. Sure. This woman, it doesn't have a family structure in place where there's extra people who can just help out. And that's really hard.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, that was
a little heavy. I feel like I will plug Honeybee Sage, because Honeybee Sage is a wonderful tea place that is owned by one of our dear friends, and they are expanding. And so they're expanding to the third ward. I don't know if it's open yet, but go check out Honeybee Sage. It's a wonderful.
Well, that's good news if you're expanding. It means things are going well.
Get some tea, and especially get some tea with the rose. I'm blanking on the rose honey.
Okay.
You can get little things of honey on the side, and the rose honey is incredible. So
all right,
that's my plug for.
Do you have coffee there?
Something warm. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Me and the kids.
More a coffee guy, not a tea guy.
Me and the kids go there all the time, and we either get the tea or they have a seltzer with
that I could do.
Raspberries, or it's always the rose really, really good. Non-alcoholic beverages is what they are. So yeah. Well, I would also have to say thank you for listening to this story and for expanding your empathy, because I think that's something we all can do. And Alex, I appreciate you telling that story. And I think, I was kind of telling May, because you told me a very small piece of it. And so I was telling May on the way home from our volleyball game that we did win. We won one, we lost one.
Nice job, coach.
But I was telling her that the reason I love you so much is that you really do have people's best interest in mind. And I appreciate that you had this woman's best interest in your mind the whole time, and that you didn't get a lot done today, and that you went on your run late. And I just appreciate the person you are. You are a person of integrity, and I love that about you. So thanks.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. Great. Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. We'll catch you next time. Bye.